oboe is the perfect instrument for this place.
A while back, I saved a local kid from a pack of wolves. Ever since, this town's welcomed me with open arms. Gotta be a pretty screwed up place if they let me in, huh? Anyway, I don't understand a word they say, so don't get too excited.
Ram, if you're talking about a version of the music translated into English, I'm pretty sure no. If you're talking about the lyrics romanized into something pronounceable, yes, actually. I've seen a couple versions of it.
I suppose a quick stroll about town is in order.
The language they use here is pretty crazy. So, good luck with that.
Thanks, Kaine. You're the coolest. You're the coolest ever.
The king lives in the big building. Figure out the rest for yourself.
What about you?
I'll stay here. I hate crap like this.
I don't know whether to thank you or wish you ill.
Yes. Yes, and in equal measure. This is... I remember now. This language is just Japanese with missing syllables.
What are they saying?
Fascinating. They speak a language I have never before encountered.
Thanks, Weiss. Big help.
I'd wager that huge structure is the king's manor.
I'm sure they'll let us walk right in.
How do we even get there?
With willpower and smarts, my lad.
Are you serious?
I feel bad that I can't understand them.
You could speak 1,000 tongues and still fail if you lack knowledge of another's culture.
That's really good. That's really good. Hell yes, that.
Come on, Weiss, help me out already.
I am a brilliant book of unspeakable value, not some dog-eared travel guide.
Dirty Toes, thank you for Honksept.
I feel like we're just going in circles
Grimoire
here.
Weiss would like you to know that,
If only we could speak to the locals, I've no doubt we'd have little trouble reaching the king's manor.
he
We'll
would
just have to suss
he would
out a
like you
route
to
on
know
our
that he
own.
is much too important to be useful.
レンタ、カイラム伝えたいルンダより。
回覧と外悪すい世帯より
The cadence and the syllables and everything, it's obviously just Japanese, but they just cut out random syllables in the middle to make it nonsensical.
オケできたち伝って北出るたち騒げてらってるんだ。
アルテルアペルアトチソロとヨーリリトソロドン
I dig it though, it's cool.
No entry, it would seem.
I am shocked that the king's palace didn't just open for some random stranger brandishing a large weapon.
And after we finally made it all this way...
Shocked, I say!
This is pointless. Let us go back.
Yes. And thank you. Hey there.
アルテルア地来たぜ。サイプさ。
Well, that was a question mark. So we learned that at least. Okay, bye. This is a really good... Oh, no! Oh, she just ate shit. No! Oh, I thought we just ate it.
Ho ho, look. This one lacks the power of speech. Perhaps she can communicate through gesture. Let me see. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I am Fira.
Oh, Fira. I remember Fira now.
Do you need help?
Yes, we came here to talk to your king. But it turns out we can't actually talk to anyone.
How do we communicate that? Because, like, she uses she's signing to us to talk to us, but that doesn't mean that she'll understand our spoken language back to her.
I can
Or...
guide you? Oh, she will act as our guide. How fortuitous. But first, I must explain this town.
We really just need to see the king.
No, there are rules to follow.
There are rules to follow.
Follow me. Well, there you have it.
There are rules to follow. This is an item shop. All shops and houses in this city must abide by the following rule. Rule 106, do not live on level ground.
Rule 106?
We have many rules. Graham, thank you for keeping us up on those.
Is Rule 106 the reason for your labyrinthine system of staircases?
Yes, that's the rule.
Well, I suppose eccentric people deserve an eccentric town.
It's a really good rendition of this. Facade is a fun place. This is a sandskiff dock. Rule 115,017. You must view the town by ship before purchasing any items. Did you think there were like a couple hundred rules? Cause...
Oh, come now. What could possibly be the point of such an absurd rule?
I don't know, it was a rule that was in place when I first came here, not a new one.
Hold on. Your people are still making rules?
Yes, I heard that we were past rule 124,046 earlier this month.
Of all the idiocy, I could never live in this city.
Imagine living in a society where the entire code of laws is actively enforced at every juncture. It is really pretty, though. This is a grocery. Rule number 11,034. You must live at a level appropriate to your position. Fucking yikes.
Ah, so the aristocracy lives in the top levels, while the commoners subsist below.
Yup.
Seems like a rather unpleasant rule for those on the bottom.
Isn't it always?
Does this girl plan to drag us about the entire town in this fashion?
I hope so.
She's just following the rules, Weiss.
No! We will take the entire tour and we will like it. How dare! It's kind of nice that they give you that option, though, because this is a lengthy sequence, but you know what? Respect others' culture. That Ram I do not know. I doubt she's using ASL. But I don't know ASL, so I wouldn't know if she was. This is a Strange Things store.
A Strange Things store?
Yeah, it's a store that sells strange things. Did I fucking stutter?
Such as?
I don't know. The things are strange, so no one knows what they do.
Yeah, that is pretty strange.
It would seem we are impeding progress.
Oh, sorry. You had to take that one additional step. Man, we're just kind of vibing on the float, though, aren't we? Yeah, like most of this stuff is just made up art language. Ugh, sorry. So I would not be surprised if this were the same. In fact, I would be surprised if it were not that. This is a store that sells raw materials, like furs, apparently. Use these materials to make masks. Rule 12, do not neglect your mask. You want to live here, you must have a mask on at all times. Oh. That hits different 10 years later.
Yes, I was beginning to suspect that.
On we go. I see the lighting bloom effects are as strong as ever. I dig that you got sand waterfalls, though. Oh god, we're still not done. This is the weapon shop. This concludes your tour of the city. Thank you for your patience. I will now guide you to the King's Manor.
Thanks.
These rules are enough to make a sensible man reach for the noose.
Weiss, cool it with that.
I don't know how you survive in a place with so many inconvenient prescripts.
It's not so bad. Although I used to ask the same question, and then someone told me, rules do not exist to bind you. They exist so you may know your freedoms. When I look at it like that, they don't bother me.
You're a good citizen, Fira.
So that's certainly a perspective. And I feel like, well, I don't want to get too deep into it, but like, what I will say about NieR in general is that this game is far deeper than its presentation would have you believe. And I feel like this section here is basically like, this is where you are confronted with a culture that you find confusing or unusual, and you're like, they have these rules and the rules may not make sense to you, but like, when in Rome, do as the Romans. Like, respect other people's cultures. This is the King's Manor, but we have no king.
You have no king?
Our king was stricken with a foul black illness, so he passed away. Looks like they didn't find a cure. His son, the prince, now rules this land.
The Black Scrawl.
This is the prince's royal advisor. He would know far more about these things than I.
Thank you. All of this touring has been helpful for understanding your language. I believe I will be able to speak with this advisor myself.
That's pretty good, Weiss.
We need to talk to the prince.
Wouldn't the prince become the king? Yes, eventually, but I believe they haven't had like a coronation yet. And I'm sure there are rules about that.
The Kairam, Tadai Zaito to Oi Distaidik.
And if I recall, I believe the prince is like 10 right now, so they're probably doing the whole regency thing at the moment. Prince is not taking outside visitors at present.
Aratate Shitetasu Oik.
Appreciate it if you come back another
My
day.
patience for this kind of thing has long ago evaporated.
Well, you're in a good place for that. Sorry.
It's not your fault, Fira. Let's go back to Kaine for now.
Yep, we're watching it go all the way around. I mean, it is pretty cool here. I would not be able to live here because I don't do well with heat. I'd also have pretty consistent anxiety about accidentally breaking a rule and offending someone. Because I already have that visiting other countries. Oh my gosh!
Slow down, I can barely. The person who saved me. Surely you don't mean Kaine?
Kaine already told. She already told us that she saved some kid from wolves.
Kaine helps you. This foul-mouthed hussy.
You have to bust hussy out on her. Come on.
Piss off, book. You guys done or what?
I love you, Kaine. That was the exact. That was the exact right response.
回覧と有理性絶対いいんだ。
Well, that's an ex machina if I've ever seen one.
じゃあアルテルは喧嘩す要臨牛地。ジン
We're
クル擬態さ。
we're in violation of Rule 83,348.
What's going on?
回覧罪いたした。決体ぞと来たざって風き小さたいと。
Rule number 83,348 is if the prince is missing, we have to look for him right away.
だざ。有理性一たざ。イラート近伝たんだより。
That sounds fine.
アルテルはゾンゾスチギュータタ。タラタイチ来る擬態さ。
All right. All right. Rule 83,000 and something says we have to look for the prince if he goes missing. But Rule 50,527 states that only nobility can enter the temple, so we can't look for him.
優秀で。
It's almost like if you have 124,000 rules on the book, some of them might conflict with each other.
アルテルは。ざ。
And one of their heads just explodes.
Why'd they make a bunch of rules that contradict each other?
Why?
This is their way and their system of laws. As outsiders, we have no say in the matter. Now come, we should be off.
Hey. Vera's gonna go save the prince.
リーダー。
But you can't, though.
エルパ枯れたい。
But the rule, though. Screw the rules!
That rule only forbids your people from entering the temple, right?
Here we go.
So why not ask an outsider to save your prince?
Here, I'll go find you one.
Oh, and what luck. We just happen to have an outsider who can't stop meddling in the affairs of others right here.
だイラート。
But the only ones who can enter the temple are...
I'm going to. Fira told me about Rule 1024. You know that one, right? Rule 1024. You must honor the request of any outsider owed a debt. That's how it goes, right, Fira?
Why did I ever agree to travel with such a pack of do-gooders?
Let's move.
Why are you traveling with us, Weiss? Literally, there's no reason. You don't, like...
アルテルは。
They're just in circles.
ダイラムとき。よりことで。アルテルアチ。
Having an outsider handle this doesn't violate any rules, it just feels wrong. Sounds like you need to make a new rule. Yes! Yes, Nova.
Let's move.
And I 1000% expect that Yoko Taro knows this and is making a socio-political commentary right now. You need my guidance to get through the sandstorm. Do. All right, time to follow Fira. Yes, I know. Metal Gear Solid is a series about a badass super soldier and not the failures of the military-industrial complex and the dangers inscribed therein. I know.
So you're the crooked bastard that lured my pussy wussy out here, huh? Yes! European Union! Yes!
Hey, Fira. I'll guide you through the desert. Please stay close to me. No, we actually do need to follow her,
Beware
though.
the wolves.
Get out of here. I think Kaine's got this. She's got some kind of sigils and shit going on, so... Oh, jeez!
This sand is too much. I can barely open my eyes.
The moment I open my mouth, the sand rushes inside.
Do you even have a mouth? How does Fira deal with this?
The mask,
Perhaps
probably.
there is some manner of filter inside that mask of hers. It would seem we are impeding progress.
Oh, come on!
Keep a keen eye on your surroundings.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Wait, don't get too far away. I'm sorry.
Fira sure is brave, isn't she?
For such a minuscule body, she seems to possess almost boundless stores of energy.
Friendly fire is not a thing. I mean, the original game's content isn't even very particularly well balanced around your own combat. Well, thank you again, Dirty Toes. Much appreciated. I have not heard whether or not there is playable Kaine.
Wolves!
Look out!
But I would welcome it.
This girl must possess extreme patriotism. Look how she gives all for the sake of her prince.
I mean... patriotism? Well, and thank you for those as well. Hey, we made it. Barren Temple's just ahead. One more thing. Here is a map. Thanks for your help. Okay, I thought we lost Kaine for a second. When we learn the prince is her brother and or youthful crush, we will learn the answer to that probably the next time I play that.
Thanks for your help.